Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 10 luminous emanations. You know, just for the video, there are people here. I'm not recording by myself. They didn't answer, but it's okay. Everybody's quiet. It's like you teach in Kabbalah.com. You're talking to the camera. You know, like it's like you need to meditate that there is people over there listening. You know, it's amazing. But thank God we can teach in person right now. So as every week, the ones that come every week, you know, we're starting with a short quieting our mind. Let's call it, right? It's called Bonanud, it's called Hashkata. You know, kind of it's part of meditation, but we want more to focus our energy and to bring ourselves to the now, to the present time, that we want to be aware to plant new seeds and receive kind of messages. So just uncross your legs and arms. Just sit down in a comfortable way, whatever comfortable for you. Take a deep breath to the lower belly. If you can meditate in front of you the tree of life. If you remember the shape of the tree of life. If not, you can just think about the name tree of life and see a white ball in front of you, and every time you inhale the energy, the light from that ball, from the tree of life into your body parts, and when you exhale, you want to let go of whatever things you're going through right now. If you have some stress, some negative thoughts, some disagreement with someone, or maybe you don't know what to do, or you know, different things. You know, just we want to remove any uncomfort from our system and to bring ourselves to the here, to the now. Take a few more deep breaths to the lower belly in a calm way, relaxing way. Don't stress your system, just focus your energy in the present time. All the noises around us, they're part of that moment, so everything is okay. And while you do that, you would like to ask from our Ashlag, from the Ari, from the righteous, to guide us, to send us a message or messages that will support and help us to reach our next level, to do the work that we came here to do in this world, in this lifetime. And I want to be open to receive the guidance. I want to see what I need to do. I want to have the desire to do it. And while you keep meditating, I'm going to read the verse from the Tree of Life to connect us with that energy. לפני הצמצום היה אינסוף ומלא כל המציאות. דע, כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט, ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אינסוף, פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אינסוף. Let's take another deep breath all our body from the energy of the endless, of tree of life. Let go. You can open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. That's good. Okay. So Rabbi Asher continues saying, ולא עליו אמרו שמתוך שמתעסקים בה המאור שבה מחזירם למוטב, כי המאור שבתורה אינו מאיר אלא לבעל אמונה. And it says, you know, we continue last week session, that it says in Yerushalmi Chagiga, it's one of the books of the righteous, that when the people busy with the Torah, busy with Tree of Life, study, working with it, right? We talked about last week about the intention that we should have, the consciousness, the desire, and also, I think 2 weeks ago, we studied that it says that המאור שבמחזירו למוטב, the light that comes through the Torah will help him to come back to the light, right? But it says here, while they're busy with the Torah, the light of the Torah bring them back. But it says that the light of the Torah, it doesn't shine just on those that have certainty. Now we have another tweak here, right? If you didn't listen to last class, you should listen to last class. But there is another tweak here. So it means, we said, at the beginning, מתוך שלא לשמה יבוא לשמה, a person, when he do the spiritual work, even he doesn't have the right intention, he should continue, and that light of the Torah will bring him back to have the right intention. I remember that, right? But now Rabbi is telling us here, from one of the righteous, right, that the light of the Torah will shine upon those that have certainty. Just a second, because we can think, I can go to the gym, I can just walk on the treadmill and watch Netflix and I will have muscles. But the trainer said, no. You also need to do push-ups, you need to sleep well, to eat well, to do this. Oh, are you serious? Just for a few muscles? Come on. I sort of just walk on the treadmill and I can lose my belly, have six-pack and take instant, right? So he said here, just a second, it's okay what we studied till now, but now, do you have certainty in the Creator? How we can receive something if we don't have certainty in it, right? Because remember, we have that law, spiritual law, that says, likes attract likes. You heard it many times, right? Mm-hmm. But if we don't pay attention to our consciousness, many times we're doing physical action without the right intention. And unfortunately, many times without the right desire. So many times we work like a robot, and we forget about the 99%. So in the 1% world, again, we can't think about 24/7. It's very hard, right? Because there is so much, noise around us. But hopefully one day we can reach that level, to control that thought and the noises, right, of the 1%. So this is why we need to practice. And in percentage, you start to see how much I'm in control. Because if every time there is something happening, the 1% move me, it's called pa'alut. Pa'alut means like it actually move me. It create me to have type of emotions I didn't have a second ago. It means I don't have control, right? This is what we study in Kabbalah 1. It's called restriction, right? You're like actually, somebody comes and said, he said the word. This is like a chicken word. You know what's chicken word? You know this chicken word? What does it mean? Did you watch the movie Back to the Future?
Yes.
When he called him chicken, he cares always his family, his fiance. He continued the soup. He just called him chicken. You are a chicken. You see like.
Yeah. And he lost control.
You see like fire from his ears. He like stand up. He like he ready to fight, right? But you say, how come he cares everybody, all his family? Nothing, like, didn't bother him. But just call him chicken? So we all have this chicken word, right? So it means like, it's called hitpa'alut. It means like something now move me, like activate me. Like what is that activate me? Oh, so much, right? And now we're losing ourselves. You know how many times in a day we've been activated? We don't even pay attention that we've been activated. And just we let it be and we're trying to fix the whole world with that. No, just a second, what are you doing? It's not you right now. Who is driving over there? Who is that person that's driving now your body? Like, who is that? So it's the body, it's like the opponent. Where are you? Where are we? So he's saying, just a second. One, we understand, okay. You're in the past, you're doing the work, continue doing the work. Don't stop. You already have membership to the gym, continue to go to the gym. You did treadmill till now, but now there is another maybe, I don't know, 90 machines over there, right? So hopefully you're going to learn about all of them and you're going to push yourself. So stay, don't worry. But now, that's 1%. What about the 99%? It says the Torah can shine upon the person that have certainty. Now, remember that when we doing our connections, each person receives the light according his vessel. So also, let's say now in the classroom, also let's say if now we open the Zohar, and we start to, each one will read the same paragraph, each person will give different opinion even about this paragraph, yes or no? Or you say, how come it's the same paragraph? English, how come? And suddenly I said, listen, we're going to talk about it like. So how come? Because we receiving according our level. Michael Berg explained once, that the Kabbalist, it's crazy thought even, right? Even for us to understand it. But Michael explained that the Kabbalists, they change in the explanation every day. Can you imagine? Because the Zohar, it's something live. It's not like, oh, it's a book. When a person writes a romance, it's called, right? A romance story. Dana, she loved Joshua, and they went, get married, have kids. So tomorrow it will be the same. She married him again, right? But in the Zohar, when you read, how come every year you read and see the same portion, and more insights, more secrets? It's like, right? Like, what's going on? So this is why it's not a story. There's a lot of depths over there. It's like endless of depths of energy of the Creator. So first of all, so what is certainty? That what I see, it's not real. Who actually driving? Yes, I'm trying to be in control, but really, if the light will drive, it's better for me. Because really, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. I don't know what I'm doing. Can we say, I know what I'm doing? If you catch yourself that you say, I know what I'm doing, it's really a big red bulb. It's really a warning. It means like Satan right now, convince me, I know what I'm doing. How many times we knew what we're doing, and we went full force, and then the end result was like, I thought it would be a different result. Yeah, but how much did you waste? It happened to you once that you went full force and then it didn't went the way you thought? Why? Because it was me. Where is the light? Where is the certainty? What does it mean certainty, let's say in simple words? And I'm really doing let go. I don't know. I need, let's say there is someone here is an electrician. Someone is an electrician? We don't have an electrician here, right? Okay. So let's say we don't know how the electricity running the walls or how does it work, right? But what we know, I'm just turning on the switch and it's working, right? So also, what do you mean certainty? If I really have certainty in the Creator and I'm really doing let go of my ego, I'm just making my connection and the light shine upon my vessel. And I'm enjoying the light of the Creator. I don't need to know how does it work. I just turn on the switch. Right? We try to control everything, to know that. This is the ego. It's very hard to do let go. And he was telling us here, the light of the Torah, the tree of life, can shine upon those that have certainty in the Creator. Now, this is something that we need to work on. How many times you heard in Kabbalah certainty? Certainty, it becomes really like a slogan. You can put it on Facebook, you can put it on Instagram, on shirts, right? No, it's nice. It's good consciousness to share. But actually, I need to ask myself in an honest way, do I have certainty? Do I want to have certainty? Do I even think about certainty during the day? Not just the Kabbalah Center. When you're out there, during the day, We're not 24 hours here, right? We meet in people, we have projects, we have life, we have families, we have this, we have that, we have so many details. Do I even remember certainty? Right now I'm busy with my life, leave me alone. Let me just fix my life and then I will, He said no. ולא עוד אלא שמידת גודל המאור הזה היא כמידת תוקף אמונתו. Now, he says it's not enough just to have certainty. He says that the light of the Creator will shine upon his vessel according the level of the certainty that the person have. So the level of the certainty of the vessel, this is how much the person can have. That's fair, no? It's a fair game. So how much do we want? This is how much we're going to get. There's no free meals, you wouldn't understand. We always need to, in our generation, somehow someone discovered how to trick our brain. Because somehow we connected to the endless in a tricky way. And he knows that we got everything for free at the endless. So when we hear in free, we're like, what is it? Let me just check, right? So if you see today the commercials, most of the commercials start with free. Free session, free webinar, free this, free that. So we actually, let me see, what is that? We're like, I'm curious. Right? So they trick us. Buy one, get one free. Pay for two, the third one free. There's no free. If you really calculate, you see the same amount. I remember my father, Zichron Livracha, before he started the internet, everything, I'm talking about like, I was a kid, like many years ago, before the internet, before phones, before whatever. So, in supermarkets, they used to, doing commercials, But my dad, then I grown up like, with my money I will pay, whatever I want, but I will buy the same in cheaper price, right? So he came to the supermarket and he saw like a bunch of, it was a cleaning product, right? For the sink or whatever. So you see, it says on the product, 3 for blah, blah, blah. Let's say 3 for $100, okay? So what he didn't like, people, why? And he says people come and take it, 3 for it's cheap, whatever. He went to the shelf. He went to the shelf and he checked how much one cost on the shelf. It was much more cheaper on the shelf than on the discount. But what do you think he did? He called the manager. He called the manager, or he told him, are you actually lying to people? What are you guys doing? But this is act of commercial. You don't think. You just, 3 for that. I need it. You don't think. Whatever, I don't know whatever happened, but for us to understand how Satan, this is the 1% world, because who give the information to those people to trick us? How they know like how we think? But something it means controls me right now. So it means I've been activated. So now I have like a picture here. This is what I was saying, damage picture, that now I believe in it. Something activate my false belief system. So I believe now I have certainty in this commercial and I don't have certainty in the Creator. So where is tree of life? Where is the certainty? Where is the restriction? Where is all of that? Where is it? So during the day, again, this is why we're giving like light work all the time. We have to activate it here. And again, it's not that we don't going to fall. Remember, we're going to fall. Question how I'm going to raise myself back up and connect with the Creator. Because if we take that every day as an opportunity to correct ourselves, so every day we're receiving the movie that will activate in that day or will shown to us, right? Been streamed on that day, it's to help me to correct something. But if I'm coming from a place I know, I can't receive any help. If I know my job, I know my boss, I know my colleagues, I know the road to work, I know. So it's the same day. I repeat myself. I know myself, I know this. How many times you speak with people and they tell you, I know. You're trying to, I know, so you can't even express it, right? But it's not them. They're showing us. This is the way we actually doing it. Of Of course we know. We're all smart, right? We know everything. But still we have places in our life we're not correcting. So he's saying certainty. Certainty. Are we listening? Really listening to the Creator? Really listening to messages through people, through life, through songs, through whatever? You know, think about it. If someone will come to you and you just live in the house in the morning and tell you no, and you go, what are you going to think about this person? It's crazy. No? What do you mean no when you live, right? But if at home you scan the Zohar and you ask a question, the Creator, and you walk from the house and somebody passed by you and said no, and you leave. So for you it will be like, the Creator just answered me right now. You know, one of the stories in one of the, I think it was Rosh Hashanah. So after one of the day connections, so we have, you know, at night, and then he gives some limud and he gives some stories. So he shared a story, very powerful story, you know, about him and the Rav. That one morning the Rav came to him and said, "Listen, I need you to come and we need to go to Jerusalem. So come with me, okay?" So Eliyahu would drive. They go into Jerusalem, and Eliyahu said, so the Rav told him, "Wait here." He went inside of Rav Ashlag tomb, and he heard the Rav like screaming over there, like talking and screaming. But he outside, he don't know what's going on, right? Okay, he finished all the connection, what the Rav did over there, and says, "Okay, we need to go." Okay, we need to go. But the Rav said, no, I'm driving now. Okay, the Rav said, "You just pray, do whatever you need to do, I'm driving." Okay, the Rav said, "Okay, drive." So imagine the Rav need to drive, but the Rav came from America. I'm not sure he have, you know, driving license, whatever. But the Rav said, Rav said, okay, the Rav no. And he says the Rav is speeding. I don't know if you know Jerusalem, it's like, you know, going down the hill. He's speeding, but okay, so praying. And suddenly police, woo, 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 woo. Crazy, right? So they pull over, and Eliyahu like, "Oh my God, what's going on now?" You know, the Rav into this. Okay. So he said the police come. He asked from the Rav for papers, whatever. No, he give him papers, give him something. But he says the Rav, he's sitting next to the Rav. He's sitting here and the Rav is sitting here. The Rav is talking with the police officer, and Eliyahu says, "I understand nothing what he telling. I don't understand what he telling." So speaking Hebrew, right? He don't understand what he telling. He talk. The police officer went to the car, come after a few minutes, he answered to the Rav something. He didn't understand what he tell him also. It's crazy, right? Because he's sitting next to him. And he left. So go. Did nothing. And then the Rav turned the engine, and suddenly the Rav driving like slowly, like nothing happened. Continue regularly. And he was in shock, like, what's going on? Like, what's up? What just happened? But hey, he did something. But the Rav told him, "I just received now the answer from Rav Ashlag." Because when I was with Rav Ashlag, he had an argument with Rav Ashlag, and he asked for something, and I didn't give the answer, and he said, "Right now, Rav Ashlag, give me the answer." Right? So for us, you know, imagine, we will freak out. "Oh, police, well, sorry, well." For a Kabbalist, it's a normal world. They get in the messages from everywhere, right? So it's all about, I'm not telling you to try it at home, right? Don't try it at home, please. The Rav can do it. We can.
Don't need to overspin.
Don't spin. The Rav knew what he's doing, you know. A Kabbalist know what he's doing. I just want to emphasize that point that, you know, we all live in that world of illusion. The Creator speaks through people, speaks through everything to us. But if I'm not in the right zone, or I have the right questions, or I have the right certainty, I'm not going to hear the answer. And then I'm going to do more mistakes. So we're receiving guidance 24/7. We don't listen.
We don't pay attention.
No, not as much paying attention. We feel I know. We feel we are in control.
Okay. Yes.
Then I don't pay attention.
Right.
Because
Yes.
it's not that we're seeking for help. We want help. But even though I want help, I feel I have the answers. So I don't really want help. You know, Karen says, people doesn't have questions, people have answers. Karen said. Because when people come and ask a question, they already know the answer. So why are you asking a question? You know how many times people come asking a question and tell the answer and say, no, but this. So you already come with an answer, so why ask me? And now people go to Karen or the Rav and they know the answer, so why even ask? You waste your time. Because if we come in with an answer already, and we're looking for someone to give me the same answer, or if somebody give me answer like for me it's wrong answer because it's not according to what I think, I'm not agree. So why you ask me? Right? So it means I'm not open.
Right.
So I don't have certainty in the Creator can help me. You know, I give you something, you can try that, okay? Because I did it in New York. It's a crazy thing, but you can try that. To practice certainty. You know, one of those days, because, you know, Karen used to do it a lot. To ask questions and then to ask people. To get the answer from the people, it's from the Creator. Like to just random, she can pick a person and ask him, what do you think, what we should change in the center? Not now meeting with CEOs, no, because you can have the cleaning lady. Hi, good morning. What do you think you should change in the center? Well, suddenly people answer, right? Not just cleaning the products, like real answer. So there's crazy stories, you know, but Karen Blenner, that, you know, how people suddenly came and give answers and whatever. So one day I said, you know what, I want to practice it. Actually, it's a big ego break, you know, to break our ego. So imagine New York, right? New York, it's a lot of people, right? Nobody knows you there, right? Nobody knows you. You can be crazy and dance in the street and people like clapping and give you money, you know, right? New York, right? Yes, Yosef, it's like normal, whatever. But imagine when you know what you're doing, it's like you're shaking, you're sweating, like nobody knows you. But still, you have this like ego, like fear, like what think about me, what this, all this like nonsense in there. So okay, I'm going to try it. So ask a question, the Creator, and ask, and what's the deal? You ask in the light. Then you just, you know, okay, who should give me the answer? You know, many people in the street. So just, you know, you feel this person. Okay, so you go to the person, ask him, hi, whatever, hi, how are you? Do you have any message for me?
Wow.
It's crazy, right?
Wow.
Do you have a message for me? People can think, are you insane, right? Are you crazy? So actually, you know, I was like shaking even to do that. Like, again, like nobody knows you, but you like, you know, it's like the ego so blend, I like try to control. So yeah, so I wasn't successful at the beginning. You know, I go to people, hey, how are you? Do you have any message? I have to explain myself. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I start to explain what I'm doing. So they're not going to think I'm crazy, right? So listen, I have to start from something, right? So it took me like few people. So, and then I said, you know what? Okay, let me just, I need to recalculate again. So then it was a guy with them that used to buy from him like juice, right? So I said, you know what? I'm just going to ask directly and then let go. I'm not telling him what I'm doing or whatever. Just went to him and said, do you have any message for me? Like that, you know, like with certainty, you know. In next to the center. So you remember the guy that used to have the juice over there next to the center? Many years ago? What is his name? Maybe, yes. Nice guy, very nice guy. So I just went and told him, boom. So the guy looked at me, like that. He looked like he's in shock, right? But he looked at me, so you see like he's connected. But I have certain that, you know, okay. So suddenly, and he told me something that actually was related to what I was going through in that time. Because I was going through a movie back then. And it was related with relationship and this. Bam, he gave me that, said, thank you, and I left. But it took me a while to kind of break the ego, you know. I need to, few people to like, mumbling or whatever. But it's crazy, if you think about it, it sounds so simple, no? Like imagine you're going to Aventura Mall. Who knows you over there? Who knows you? Just you light. In my life, I need this. Please guide me, give me the answer. And you go to a random person, do you have any message for me? Right? If we really have the certainty, smoothly, they will tell us, and you go. Thank you, and you leave. That's it. No conversation, no small talk, nothing. I try small talk. It doesn't work with small talk. It means I don't have certainty. And this is what he says. The light of the Torah will reveal to the person according his desire, according his belief, according his certainty in the Creator. So if we're not going to try things to break our ego, how it's going to happen? How it's going to happen? Suddenly, now, yes, sometimes we need to taste. So sometimes the light will send us like a message that we're going to understand, but actually telling us, listen, you can have it 24/7. So remember what Abba said in the beginning, we're supposed to have most of the time joy, to have a little bit pain and suffering. But unfortunately, most of the time it's pain and suffering, and here and there small joy. We're like, oh my God, 5 years ago, I have so much joy in this trip. 5 years ago, what about today? What are you talking about? We're talking about memories. When I was 17, I have this trip in the mountains, was nice, and blah, blah, blah. What? What about today? Why not today? If you have it there, right? Why not today?
Yeah.
But we don't pay attention because in our mind, we go there and we feel great. Then suddenly the boss texting you, give me this paper. Reality. Stress. What's happened? What's going on? Certainty. But if we're not going to practice, it's not going to happen in an automatic way. Certainty. אבל למחוסרי אמונה חס ושלום מלהפך, but those that actually doesn't have certainty, doesn't believe in the Creator, doesn't do the work, he says, God forbid. It's going to be the opposite. כמו שכתוב למסמלים, בה שמה דמותה, כי מקבלים חושך מהתורה ונחשכות עיניהם, because then they will get darkness, not light. Because it says that the Torah can be the drug of life or the drug of death. The same Torah. Drug of life, both of them drug of life or drug of death. So if we're not having the certainty in doing the work, what does it mean? They're going to be blind. They're not going to see the opportunities. They're not going to see the messages. So they're going to live in darkness. Right? So now what's happened? Because what's happened when we do, let's take it to a different level. Let's try to maybe to get the message. What's happened when we do in short circuit? It says in the Torah, the light is good. Doesn't say the light is good bad. Doesn't work like that. The light is good. This is what it says in the Torah. Okay? You agree with that? It's like when people asking us, so we said, I don't know but. What isn't but? You don't know. You know, you don't know. You don't know. That's it, I don't know. But. What do you mean but? And now you're talking for half an hour. If you don't know, you don't know, right? That's it. So it says the light is good. That's it. So if the light is good, the light cannot do any harm. Okay? So what's happening in short circuit when we do short circuit? Because everything we receive is from the Creator. So when Satan is tricking us, he can't give, right now, he can't have light. Right? Whatever we give him. So he activate us. We actually doing the short circuit. We drawing the pure light of the Creator. Good light. Good light, we feel like, give it to him. So we become to be his agents. Then we feel empty. But we feel amazing when we did it, the short circuit. How we got so much power. Was we actually abused right now with the short circuit good light of the Creator. That this light can be an investment for our future. We did what? It's like you receiving a $1 million. Instead of going to pay all your debts, what do? You go to the casino. Boom, you lost it. Yeah. And sometimes you owe more money. Let me double the money. What? And how many millions we receive every day? We go to the casino instead of paying our debts. That's what's happening to us when we do short circuit. So when we receive, we have so much power to do short circuit. From where? Because this is good light. But when we throw in the light of the opponents, I don't have certainty in the Creator. Then I want more. Because even this is what we're saying. Not me saying, but the Kabbalists, we're receiving also energy from negativity. What do you mean for negativity? But the opponent doesn't have light by himself, right? It means when I'm creating negativity, I'm receiving energy right now. So also it can be addiction. Why people get addicted to sex? or addiction to drugs, or addiction to alcohol, right? It's very, very high level of tool to receive light. But if it's not in balance, it's become addiction. Then I can't, because I taste it, I need more, I need more, or sugar, all of those things. It's a high level of like energy in there, crash. But if I know how to balance, okay, so I feel good all the time. Not like, and then crash. And then after the crash, you said, no, not anymore, not anymore. But after suddenly you balance, you're going to do it again. How many times you eat food and you're like, oh my God, I wish I skipped those 5 last bites. I'm not going to do it anymore. What's happened in dinner? Oh my God. Oh, again. And then breakfast, and then, right? Are we really learning from mistakes? No. But this is life. So we repeat the mistakes. So where is the certainty? Even the certainty that, you know what, even if I will eat till I'm enjoying and not like exploding, I'm not going to be hungry in 1 hour, because it takes time to digest the system to, it depends on what I ate, maybe 6-8 hours to digest. So tranquilo, just breathe. Let it be. Don't like, oh, I can't move. Now I just need to lie down, right? The falafel and the hummus. You want to bring it. In this class I will talk to myself, right? So certainty, it's everywhere. All the time, 24/7. Not just when I'm making here it's easy to have certainty. You have, yes, I want the light. But what about when I'm going outside of the classroom, outside of the Torah, outside of the holiday, this is just time of like gas stations. In the gas station, everybody be cool, right? The car is standing, you put the gasoline, everything behave. But how you drive after? That's the question. That's the question. If we're really following the laws, or we're doing like some, tricks. So he's saying, וכבר משלו חכמים משל נאה על עניין זה על הפסוק, הווה המתארים את יום השם, למה זה לכם יום השם? He's saying there is a sentence that says, there's a sentence, but they're asking a question. For those that actually want to have the day of the light, redemption, right? Yes, we're wishing for redemption, we're praying for it, Messiah, redemption, please, please, please. Say, why you want it? Why? Because when it's going to happen, actually it's happening, because we are in that, it's called Chevle Mashiach, the string of Messiah. So we're in it already. It means like it's going to be huge amount of blessings, huge amount of light. What's happening if the vessel is not ready?
Not good.
It's like, when it's happened sometimes when there is rain, that in the air there is a lot of dust. There's a lot of dust, right? This is why we can actually see in a way that it's not bothering our eyes. What's happening in a day that there is rain and the sun shine? When you go outside, it's like you need a few minutes to because it's painful, right? But if you're ready, you put the sunglasses, let's say, I'm cool, right? So I'm ready, I'm using the tool. Then you can take it off and you can do whatever. So it means like it's kind of almost direct light right now, because there's no dust, right? You know what I'm talking about or no?
Yes.
Okay, So he says, those that pray all the time and wishing to have that day of the light and redemption and this, why are you doing it to yourself? Do you know even what you're talking about? Do you know how much light we're talking about? Are you ready to receive it? It's like you're telling me right now, Michael, yes, I've been accepted to the next Olympic Games. Wow, congratulations. Amazing. Are you training? I'm watching videos, how to run, how to jump. Yeah.
What should you do?
So when the day will come and you need to be over there, what do you think will happen? So that's what he's saying, like, why are you asking for it? Do you know what you're asking for? It's like, it's a lot. There is a system, and thank God there is this system, because from the point of the endless, when we asking for something, the light right away giving us whatever you ask. You want $1 million? Right away. The Rav said, now it's on the table. Where is it? Right, I don't see it. Come on, it's a joke. No. But there is a system, and thank God for that, because if not, it was a huge drain of light. Will burn the vessel right away. There is a system, it's called the Masach, where there is like a kind of a veil over here, like above us, that all of the things we ask, they are there, waiting for us. The light given us. It doesn't calculate. Given us. But why I'm not receiving it? Because the vessel is not ready. You know how many times it's happened to us? We ask for something, we didn't receive it, we change the road, the article, not the road, the track, whatever, no? We did something else, and suddenly after 2 years, you received what you asked 2 years ago. It's happened to you once in life?
Yes.
But now when you receive it, you said, I don't need it right now. If it came 2 years ago, maybe I could use it. Now just pay attention to what you said. If it was 2 years ago, 1 year ago, whatever time you asked, when I need it, now I don't need it. So what does it mean? When you asked for it, you weren't ready. Somehow you did whatever you did. You prepare your vessel. After a year, 2, 3, whatever, now your vessel is ready. What's happened automatically? You don't need to ask for it anymore. The light fulfilled. Remember Kabbalah 1? When the vessel is ready, the light is fulfilling the vessel. You remember from Kabbalah 1? That's it. So it's happened to us in life, and we don't even put 1 plus 1. I don't need it right now. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? No, you need it? No, I don't need it. We just let me just share it. I don't need it. Yeah, 3 years ago I was working this or this, but now, you know how many times we're receiving stuff that we don't need? But if you slow down and ask just a second, why I received this gift? Maybe I asked for it many years ago. So maybe we want to check our desires and check just a second, what I'm asking now, why I'm not receiving it? Maybe my vessel is not ready. So let me check what I can do to expand my vessel to receive it. So I want to be conscious about it. I don't want just to ask and to have it like here, like it's so already like packed with stuff, and suddenly there is rain of stuff I don't need. What am I going to do with it? I want to receive stuff that actually will help me and guide me to my next level, because I want to do my correction. So I need any tool that I can use from the Creator to help me. That's the certainty. That's the certainty. If we will start to follow certainty, I remember one of the videos of the Rav said that we can come to a place in our consciousness that you can sit and you can tell the molecules to work for you. But to come to that place of state of mind, we need to work very hard to come to that place. Can you imagine? Because the world built in a way to support us to do our spiritual work. The way that we work today, it's the opposite. We become the slaves of the 1%. The opposite. We feel that we need to work more hours. Who told us? Who told us that? No. I'm not saying not to work, but it's a matter of consciousness. So where is the certainty in the Creator? So then we believe in ourselves. It's called kochi ve'otzem yadi. Oh, with my strength I built this business. Really? Who gave you the strength? Who gave you your soul? Who gave you the ability to breathe even? Who gave you all of that? Right? So how many times we find ourselves like, me? Oh, it's the Creator give me. Who wakes you up in the morning? Who gives you back your soul every morning? You? What are you talking about? Tell the moon, come down. Can you tell the moon?
Yeah.
Moon, come down. Come. Hey, come. No, come. It's too much light tonight. I need, want to put candles in the street to have like a nice and romantic environment. Right? Come on. Oh, let me have the sun right now. I want to go to the beach. So we know like there are things we don't even want to talk about. No, I know I don't have control over those things. But I still have control in my life. Certainty. Says so. If we actually asking for things when we don't do, it says, "Hu choshech velo or," it will be darkness and not light. If we're asking for things and we want to work, we're not working for them, preparing our vessel, chas v'shalom will be darkness and not light, because we need to understand what's going on. The light in our generation, doesn't ask us if to come or not to come. Nobody asking us. The light coming every day to the cosmos in a very strong way. Every day, more light and more light and more light. Because we are now coming closer to the 7 millennia, right? It's Saturday, Shabbat. The Kabbalah is saying every day of creation, it's 1,000 years. Every day of creation. We are now in Friday afternoon. This is why we have so much stress in the cosmos right now. I mean, the soul feel, every Friday the soul feel that doesn't matter who the person is, the soul feel the stress that Shabbat is a gift for everybody, for the entire world. So the Creator, a gift for everybody. So the soul feel the stress that I want to be ready to receive this blessing, right? Even the person never studied about Shabbat, never studied Kabbalah, never heard about Saturday even. Doesn't matter, it's cosmic event. So the soul feel the stress. You see traffic, you see people getting upset, getting angry, fighting, this. They don't even understand why. Friday afternoon. This is now the whole world right now in Friday afternoon. So what we're doing now, it's mean the light, what's happened Friday after midday? The light of Shabbat start to enter into the cosmos. So also the soul feel the stress of the energy of Shabbat coming in after midday. So the soul feel, I'm not ready. What does this mean? I don't understand. I need to pack, I need to travel, whatever people doing, right? Because the energy come. Now all humanity in that time. So how much stress there is in the world right now? A little bit or a lot? So it means the light comes to the cosmos. It doesn't ask us because there is time for this world. We need to connect with the light, with the blessings. The light wants to give us just blessings. So what the Lord is telling us? Prepare your vessel. You're asking for something you're not ready? What are you doing? So if you already ask for something, prepare yourself. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? We know in life, in real life, when you want a position, what you do? You go to study, you study, working hard, you take an exam, talk with your boss, till you, now do you see, you open a business or whatever, right? You earn it, you fight for it, right? You feel amazing because now you know what to do. But if a person just inherit a company that his father built for all of those years, how many times we heard that the sons or whatever received this factory and after a few years, disaster, they lost everything. Why? Not because they didn't have the money. They didn't have the same desire and vessel of the father. He built it from scratch. He worked, he sweat, he fight, whatever, nights, day to build. So it's energy, it's power, right? It's not about even the money. You can have billions, but if you don't have that passion to build a vessel, you can lose those millions, right? You can sign a contract in a second, you can lose it. Not about that. Because we feel, give me all the money, look what I'm going to do. Okay, how many people won the lottery and have millions and I lost it, right? If you want the lottery, come, let's talk about it. We found a way how to spread Kabbalah with the money. No, at least we're not going to lose it to the opponent. We want to give it to good deeds, right? No, but you know what he's saying. What is certainty? It means I don't want to involve my ego. Remember, Rabbi Shek told us a few weeks ago, we need to work to purify our body consciousness. So how much time from my day I'm actually listening to my body consciousness? How much of my day I'm realizing that actually it's not me. It's not me that I'm talking. It's like somebody talking to me and telling me what to do. And actually it's not the light. Many times we're doing things we don't even want to do and we just do them and then we feel bad. So if we feel bad, I have to go back and say, just a second, what did I do? I feel bad right now. I don't want to return and to do that mistake again. Does it make sense or no? But if I don't check in, I'm saying, whatever, and we continue. So we continue to feel, so how many hours or weeks or days we don't really feel energized and feel fulfilled and feel joy and feel this. So we don't want to be like in that illusion of like, yes, I'm a Kabbalah student, yes, I'm the Zohar, I share Zohar, okay. The Rav said, you can share whatever amount of Zohar you can share. But that's not going to do your correction. You still need to do your correction. So you can share Zohar, you can feel amazing that you share with people, save families, save everybody. But what about your correction? Are you doing your correction? It's not going to correct you. You're just earning light to help you to correct yourself. Does it make sense or no?
Yes.
If you have you get $1 million in your bank, so it's going to pay your debts? No, what do you need to do? Take money and pay the debts, no? The $1 million not going to jump from the account and pay the debts. So the same here, we doing good deeds, we have a lot of light in our bank account. What about do your correction? So we feel like, yeah, I did this, I feel so great from that, but actually, okay, but what about you? Are you changing? Are you really have certainty? Are you thinking about, okay, what I need to change today as a spiritual person? Because I was saying, we need to think about, I want to see my field. I want to see my negativity. I want to see my negativity. And if I'm just asking that question without any fear, the light will show me what I need to change. But I don't like it. I don't like it, come on. The people who come and push my buttons and tell me something that I will feel offended, I will feel this, I will feel that. But this is the ego, it's not you. So what do you want to do? And then what we're doing, we're protecting our ego. Why are we fighting? Why are we arguing? Not because who is right, who is wrong. Really? Think about it. Who is right, who is wrong? I want peace. I want love in the world. Let's meditate to send love to the world, peace to the world, right? Yeah, you did once those meditations? Did you do once or no? Yes? How many of us did the meditations to send peace to the world? To send love to the world? Healing to the world? Yes? We did? All of us, right? That's easy. It was hard. Close your eyes, meditate, send peace to the world. Wow, amazing. It was hard. I feel even great. It's, just think about it, right? I feel righteous. When I scan the Zohar, right? Yeah, I'm doing also. I'm doing it online, right? I'm doing it. Fine. But after you leave this meditation and you walk now to the deal with people, where is the peace now? Now I connected, right? So not we should do those things because there is a work between me and the placement, between me and the creator. And there is the work between me and people. So between me and the creator, it's easy. Just close your eyes, meditate, connect. Also holidays, new clothing, new perfume, new dress, and this. Hi, Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom. Eating, right? Okay. Now the year start. 2 days connection. Okay, now the year start. So just guys, don't bother me, okay? I went out of the holiday. I want to stay holy. I want to stay in that zone. Don't bother my zone, right?
I'm purified.
Think about it. This is real life. But now you're going out now. All of this light. How I'm activating it. How I'm using it. How I'm investing it. To really to become my next version. Why are we doing all of those connections? To receive energy. To go out and to fight our opponent. But if the, sometimes the opponent can send us to do connections, Yeah, it's not a joke, actually.
Oh my.
He can tell us, hey, go to Rosh Hashanah, go. You should go. Yeah, go. Go to TLE, go. Yeah, don't worry, go.
Download.
Yeah, he sent you to study, and then he said, don't worry, I will control you from what you study. What do you think? Of course. You know how many times you find yourself argue with someone from a spiritual place, but you're still arguing.
Yeah.
You're still creating separation. So, no, but I'm spiritual. I'm giving yeah, but okay, you can explain. But if you create separation, because we need to be careful, because I'm telling you, it's crazy. The way of the opponent, how he tricks us. I will say many times, we need to find tricks against our opponent. So we have to listen to ourselves. If you find yourself that right now you telling someone something, but actually what's happening, you feel like you're creating separation, or the person get farther from you,
Resistance.
stop. What are you doing? Even you're right. Even you feel I'm absolutely right. But what's happening when you're right?
Yeah.
You now become a destroyer, Rabbi is saying. Because in the name of justice, people destroying the world. The name of truth, what people doing? Doing unity? No, I'm right. Let me, why you have like different governments? They have like a lot of like people. Why so many like groups? He didn't agree with him. He opened a group. Didn't agree with him. What do you mean? So we need to be careful because each one of us is a microcosmos. Microcosmos. So if I'm changing, the light of my change will affect people around me. We're creating waves. So when we change it, it's not just for myself. We all one. We all come from the body of Adam. So if one body part doesn't feel good, it's affect all our body, no? You can say, it's just my toe, I feel pain. I can do, most of my body is like, when we have some pain in our toe, we can't concentrate sometimes. Did you have once ingrown? Yes, somebody have ingrown?
Yes.
You can live with ingrown and do nothing about it? No. If you do nothing about it, then you're going to get an infection, then you're going to get a lot of pain, even headache, whatever. So we know we can ignore it. If it's just nothing, it's nothing. Nothing? Okay, let's see. How long is nothing? The beginning, yeah. I'm okay. I don't have time to take care of it. But for how long? For how long? And this is how Satan tricks us. He doesn't show us that we lose him. He's showing us like, no, you control it. Okay. I can do it. And he tricks us. What Avashik said, remember? Food, drinks, sleep. Physical stuff. Like joyful stuff, right? He said he tricks you. Try to trick him. And see how hard it will be. How hard it will be. So it means when I have certainty, let's practice certainty in those things. In the physical world. Not in a meditation world. Here we can change everything. We can be skinny, we can have six-pack, we can be young, we can jump in the Olympics, right? We can do everything here, everything, right? Soon, I think that they have those. Somebody told me there's those glasses. You can be whatever you want, walk, right? Like Avatar. You want to have Avatar, right? So it means like we're actually going to a different level of consciousness. But what will happen when you don't want to take those glasses? Oh wow, I need to go to work. Oh my God, I need to do with people, right?
Yeah.
So when he said certainty, it's a big word, certainty, right? What does it mean? It's everything like, and it's a drop of the ocean, what we just said in tonight's class, from what Rabbi actually explained, okay? It means I need to practice certainty in everything. Because the light creates everything. This is light. Everything is light. We are light. Everything is light. If the light is not in everything, it can't exist. Are you agree, yes or no?
Yeah.
So how can I remember it during the day? That's the question. Each one of us need to find tricks. How can I remind myself? Because zikaron, memory, it's connecting with zir and pin. Memory, zikaron, zir and pin. We have those two combinations of Yud Kevavke in the morning. That I don't know if you know, but in dawn time, it's in our Siddur, in our prayer book. That in dawn time, it's good for us to. It's like when we scan it, it's like I'm taking the control to turn on the light of my movie in that day, and I'm connecting. It's called light of wisdom. Light of wisdom is the light of the Creator. So when we scan it in the time of dawn, because what is dawn is the first light, right, of the day. So it means with the first light when come, I want to control my day. But usually in this time, what's happened to us? Control the day. Which day? What are you talking about? Right? The day. It's too early. But it says the light telling us, "Meshacherai yimtzauneni." What does it mean? It means the ones that will wake up early, they will find me. You want to find me? You need to wake up early. So what does it mean to wake up early? It's restriction. It's restriction. If you slept 6 hours and you're not full, so why you think under half an hour we'll do it? Or even 5 minutes, snoozing, 5 minutes. Why? And every morning is the same story. It doesn't matter if it's 9, 10 or 6, right? Snooze. So this is also illusion. We even barely open our eyes, we already know where's the phone. Satan already tricks us. Remember, he sits next to the bed, right? So where is the certainty? You don't go to bed, jump, try it for a week. I'm hearing the clock, I'm jumping, jump. Go run to the restroom, wash your face and jump. Certainty in the Creator. This is to practice certainty. I'm not going to be tired. The light gives me all the light I need. So I'm fighting my opponent. So it's easy to listen to the opponent. It's empty and free. This parasha, Turma, empty and free. So snooze. He whispered in my ear, sleep, 5 minutes, okay, don't worry. But 6 hours, 7 didn't do it. Why another 5 minutes will do? Right? And then we lay, then we rush, then eating the croissant, we put in the jacket, the coffee, split, all this balagan. Why? So the light telling us, Meshacheraim tzonin. It means not just to wake up early in the morning. It's to wake up all the time. Because what do you mean to wake up early in the morning? Because we know it's a time you want to sleep. It's dark outside. Right? So we fall into the illusion of the darkness. But if I'm choosing the light, I have the certainty, I will wake myself up every second of the day. Because now I'm connecting with power of mercy. But how? Remember what it says? According the certainty of the person is how much light we're going to receive. Okay? So let's listen to the Rav, what the Rav want to tell us.
No sound. No sound.
Mm-hmm.
No. You see, now we want no.
Certainty in the light. Just
That's
study.
why we struggled. That's why we struggled by saying it was Hu Shmo Echad also there. Now I don't understand how it's possible, but he said it was Hu Shmo Echad. Even at the point when the
Hu Shmo Echad is the vessel in the light.
Remember
being one.
he struggles that even at that moment when the light was not there, and it was he restricting. I'm restricting little ego. It was Hu Shmo at that point. In other words, to create for us an impression that all that we will experience in the way of darkness could be really light. What does it mean? It means like a father and a child. Act as in an authoritative capacity. A child should grow up without being disciplined or educated and so on. I mean, because you're both on equal par, and you don't want to express yourself as something mightier and haughtier than the next. No, that means that there will be light in everything that we see as darkness. Only in Ein Sof, no. Only in Yes, and then we all revert back to the Ein Sof. Then we will understand, because this body, as much as there is no body consciousness, that's what it said with Moshe. He said, God, I want to see you face to face. What did it mean that he wants to see you face? He said, no, you can only see my back. What does it mean? You can only see his back. If he sees his back and then he won't see him face to face. I mean, we could tell it. Couldn't he tell already what God is? I mean, if he sees his back, he'll know what God is. He won't know him completely, but he'll know if it's a man or it's this or that. It'll be some form, right? That had nothing to do with that. He meant as long as you're in this physical body, there could not be a complete revelation. Face to face meaning complete revelation. Only after the 7,000. That's right. It'll always be like, as Michelle said, it'll be like. And even until the end of the 7,000, even the next 1,000, it'll be like. And we'll understand how it's close to it. I mean, everybody will behave it. It'll be very. I mean, even if there is a gavai, even if there is authority, everyone would understand it as an authority of loving, of sharing, caring. Not the kid would resent, what do you mean? Give me a little freedom, give me a little space. Space will disappear. You won't have to say, give me space. There won't be a concept that's called space. We're moving to it.
To the Akedah.
That's right. We move back to the Akedah. That's right.
When a person falls asleep,
Akedah, it's binding, the binding of Isaac.
the pupil
Control the
shuts
phone.
totally. The pupil of the eye shuts out, and then there's a total darkness where the person, and of course the eyelid closes up, And then there's the connection to the dream world, where a person can elevate himself to Vav. But as long as the when the pupil is open, when the
there's
subject
some
falls into
connection
coma,
with it, yes.
the coma is
Okay.
the opposite.
Okay,
When the pupil dilates.
that's right. Yeah. So what does that mean? Is he in Ushmo Echad when he's in coma?
No, on the contrary, when the pupil shuts up, he is closer to Mushmor Chad.
The example is not very good because we know people can go into a coma and come out and they saw everything that everybody else didn't see. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Okay,
The body is
okay,
always
all right,
connection.
okay. No, I mean, I didn't want to just say yes right away. All right? Okay, he saw that, meaning, in other words, the completion, the fulfillment of the original thought of this, the creation of this world that we exist in, and all the immediate preceding worlds, he knew that we could not achieve the objective. Therefore, Alkein Amad B'Shitfa B'Midat HaRachamim. Koloma, Lechein Naseh Zeh L'Gorem. It was like a gorem. It was like a cause for the next stage. She'yisoveh b'menu inyan shituf shel Midat HaRachamim B'Din. That there should be a combination, a combining of Midat HaRachamim B'Din. Shemachman Zeh Yatsu V'Neslu Esesviat Orot V'Kelim. Only because of this combination, of this unification between the opposites. Rachamim is not din. Din is not harim and rachamim.
Zaku Baruch. Thank you everyone for coming. Let's do our homework, have more certainty, and hope to see all of you next week.